تحيا الكويت، تحيا الكويت، عاش الأمير، عاش الأمير، تحيا الأمة العربية، تحيا الأمة العربية.
وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد وعلى جبينك طالع السعد. وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد وعلى جبينك طالع السعد. وطن الكويت، وطن الكويت، وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد. يا مهد آباء الأولى كتبوا سفر الخلود فنادت الشهب الله أكبر إنهم عرب. طلعت كواكب جنة الخلد. وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد وعلى جبينك طالع السعد. وطن الكويت، وطن الكويت، وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
We now have the recitation of the Holy Quran by Alia of 11H and its translation by Adnan of 11E.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with, or those who are astray.
I'll try again. Yes, thank you. A leader. Who is a leader? A leader is one who lights the path to the impossible and takes those who follow to great heights. We are blessed today to have in our midst our dear Principal Sir, Mr. Ravi Ainoli, a visionary, a leader, and a role model to us all. His commitment to the school and its students has inspired us to explore beyond our boundaries and not only discover but achieve our true potential. It is an injustice to proceed to the event without calling upon our wings of flight, our pillar of strength, and our constant source of motivation. Principal Sir, we welcome you to address the gathering.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
A very good morning to all the parents here. then the amazing team of my colleagues, and the most lovely children. We are here for a specific purpose of the induction of office varies of the deputy council of the school. A very important day for us because some of us among the student community are getting special powers to practice and to prove themselves what they can do. A true leader has to have certain qualities. The concept of leader in the olden times were different, mostly associated with the dictatorship, but the time has changed now. This is a best member, or the best member of the team is the good leader who can see, who can visualize the goals and the ideas to practice, to implement, and to take the team ahead to a prosperous time. That's what we call a leader. Immense potential each one of you have among the whole group, and the teachers have identified you with those qualities, and now the time for the induction. A leader has to have three main qualities: a daring, a caring, and a sharing person only could be a good leader. That's what I said. The dictatorship has gone nowadays. As a leader, a true active member of the team only can become a good leader. You should be daring enough to implement your ideas, think out of the box, and get the confidence of the team and bring it to practice. So you should be enough daring to be a leader. And at the same time, you should be caring for each of your team members, because the confidence of the team depends upon how much care you give to each one of them. At the end, the quality of sharing, especially good things, compliments, and appreciations, are to be shared with the team so that each one of them feel that I am in the right place. There was a small incident happened in a party of a corporate team. The members were having a fun time, having a good drink, and you know how it goes in the hi-fi corporate world. So two of the employees were sitting in one of the corner seats and saying that if my boss asks me to jump out of a cliff, I will do that. So the other person asked, "Are you crazy? Boss will say many things, but how do you say that I will jump out?" He said, "I will jump out because I am sure if he's asking me to jump from the top of the cliff, he might have kept a very strong and powerful net at the bottom of that, where I will not get hurt at all." That type of confidence is what we look forward from a leader. A leader has to have certainly intelligence, and more than that, wisdom, because intelligence often lead to arguments. You have seen that, whereas wisdom lead to settlements. Settlement means wise settlements. Intelligence is the power of will, but the wisdom is the power over will. Intelligence is heat and it burns, but wisdom is warmth, it comforts. Intelligence is the pursuit of knowledge, it tries the seeker, whereas wisdom is the pursuit of truth, it inspires the seeker. Intelligence is holding on, whereas wisdom guides you. An intelligent man thinks he knows everything. A leader should not be like that. A wise man knows there really is no point. An intelligent man understands what is being said, but a wise man understands what is left unsaid. An intelligent man speaks when he has to say something, and a wise man speaks when he has something to say. An intelligent man tries to control the mass flow. Being leaders, you should be wise, and a wise man navigates the mass flow. An intelligent man preaches, and a wise man reaches. So there should be a balance in such a way that wisdom should overweigh the intelligence. And you are selected as office bearers because you have both these qualities in abundance, and always make sure that your wisdom is little more than that of your intelligence. I congratulate each one of you for holding this post, and all the parents, my hearty congratulations. I'm sure these children will make us proud in the forthcoming years. Best wishes to each one of you, and hearty congratulations too. And thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time and for sharing your profound words of wisdom with us.
A good coach can change a game, but a great coach can change a life. One person I can think of that fits this quote perfectly is our dear Lata ma'am, head of the physical education department. She inspires us with her rock solid determination. I would like to invite Lata ma'am to conduct the further.
Thank you, Geeta. Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, my dear student council. A leader. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Now, here we have our vice head boy, Debangan Mishra and Aris Ahmed on screen. May I request our dear parents to pin up the badge for our vice head boys. Thank you, dear parents. Next, we move on to vice head girl, Arati Sashidharan and Sanjana Ravindranath. May I request the parents to do the honor to our vice head girl? Thank you, dear parents. Next, we move on to Secretary Student Council, Rohan Raju and Rida Huda. May I request the parents to pin up the badges to our Secretary Student Council? Thank you, dear parents. Next, we have Cultural Secretary Misbah Mayan and Palnika Jubel. Dear parents, do the honors to our Cultural Secretaries Misbah Mayan and Palnika Jubel. Thank you, dear parents. Now we have Vice Sports Captain Satyansh Tripathi and Vemparala Sirisha. May I request the parents to pin up the badges to our Vice Sports Captains? Thank you, dear parents. Now we have IT Prefect Kareem Mina Nakib and Sarah Sameh Nakib. Dear parents, kindly pin up the badges to our IG prefect. Thank you, dear parents. Now we have IG Prefect Cultural Maria Wagdi Saman. Kindly do the honors to our IG Prefect Cultural. Thank you, dear parent. Now we move on to IG Prefect Discipline Marina Yusuf Atalla. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badge to our IG Prefect Discipline. Thank you. Now we move on to House Captain, Vice Captains. First comes Faith House. Faith is unseen but felt. Faith is strength when we feel. Faith is all about believing in yourself. Here we have Vice Captain of Faith House, Devashish Dubal and Punya. May I request our house wardens, Miss Saji Kumari and Miss Anupama Bako on screen? And I kindly request the parents to pin up the badges to our vice captains of Faith House, Devashish Dubal and Punya Tolly Sunil. Thank you, parents, and thank you, house wardens, for coming on screen. Next, we move on to Harmony House. Harmony is a beautiful balance between mind, body, and soul, measured in tender, peaceful moments. Here we have our vice captain of Harmony House, Sian Thomas and Dia Mukesh. May I request the parent to pin up the badges to our Harmony House vice captains? And also, I would like to invite Miss Subhi Dineshan and Miss Anita Mahesh on screen. Our house wardens from Harmony House. Thank you, dear parent. Thank you, house wardens. Next, we have Hope House. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. Here we have Muhammad Ali, our vice captain from Hope House, and Sharda Nair, vice captain, Hope House. And I would like to invite the parents to do the honors to our vice captains. Here we have Miss Sunita Naka and Miss Joyce Ethan on screen, our Hope House wardens. Thank you, dear parent. Thank you, house wardens. Next, we have Peace House. Peace is a virtue and a state of mind. Set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around it. We have Albert Anthony and Hetwi Kaila, our vice captains from Peace House. Also, I would like to invite our house wardens, Miss Sarita Thomas and Miss Anurag Roy. May I request the parents to pin up the badges to our Peace House captains? Thank you, dear parent. Next, we move on to Trust House. To be trusted is a greater compliment than being loved. Love all, trust a few. Now we have Aryan Jain and Rudrakshi Goswami, our vice captains from Trust House. May I request the parents to pin up the badges to our Trust House vice captains? And I would like to invite Miss Deepa Radhakrishnan and Miss Shenaz Tobiwala, our house wardens from Trust House, on screen for you. Thank you, dear parent. Last but not the least comes Truth House. Stand up for truth regardless of who steps on it. Truth is powerful and it prevails. We have Aryan Patil and Abhiya Epen, vice captains of Truth House for you. I would like to invite the parents to pin up the badges. And we have Miss Shrishta Shah and Miss Papia Roy on screen for you, our Truth House wardens. Thank you, dear parents. Thank you, house wardens. Now we move on to Director Publication, Nigel Jose and Praveena Kumar. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badges to our Director Publication. Thank you, parent. Next, we have Director Photography, Adarsh Sood. May I request the parent to pin up the badge for our Director Photography, Adarsh Sood? Thank you, dear parent. Next, we have Director Music, Livia Jojo and Tania Mishra. May I request the parent to pin up the badges to our Director Music? Thank you, dear parents. Now we move on to Director Dance. Any Sri Chetana Aishwarya, our Director of Dance, on screen. May I request the parent to pin up the badge? Thank you, dear parent. Next, we move on to Director of Commerce, Harini Dinakaran. Kindly do the honors to our Director of Commerce. Thank you, dear parent. Now we have Director Science, Prakar Gupta, on screen. May I request the parent to do the honors to Prakar Gupta? Thank you, parent. Now we have Director Quiz, Karun Sunil, on screen for you. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badge to our Director Quiz, Karun Sunil. Thank you. Next, we have Mahalakshmi Ramanan, Director for Humanities. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badge to our Director of Humanities, Mahalakshmi Ramanan. Thank you, dear parent. Next, we have Director Computer Science, Arnav Bhatt. May I request the parent to pin up the badge to our Director Computer Science, Arnav Bhatt? Thank you, dear parent. Now we move on to Vice Captain, Swimming, Sanskar Singh. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badge to our Swimming Vice Captain. Thank you. Next, we have Aban Khan, our Football Vice Captain for you. Dear parent, kindly pin up the badge to our Vice Captain of Football, Aban Khan. Thank you. Now we have Vice Captain Cricket, Gufran Sheikh. May I request the parent to pin up the badge to our Vice Captain Cricket, Gufran Sheikh? Thank you. Next we have Vice Captain Chess, Akshat Jain on screen. Thank you, dear parent. Now we move on to Basketball Vice Captain Zaid Nehaluddin. May I request the parent to pin up the badge to our Basketball Vice Captain? Thank you, dear parent. Now we have Esther Anil, Vice Captain of Athletics. I would like to request the parent to pin up the badge to our Vice Captain Athletics, Esther Anil. Thank you, dear parent. Now we have Director Discipline, Ahmad Tayyabi and Isratul Yam. May I request the parent to pin up the badge to our Director Discipline, Ahmad Tayyabi and Isratul Yam. Thank you, parent. Now we have the discipline committee members, Saugata Saha, Balakannan Murali, Anuj George, Arnav Jain, Ansh Shetty, Ishika Rothagi, Dharan Velmurugan, and Ria Kora. May I request the parents to pin up the badges to our discipline committee members? Thank you, dear parents. Over to Ms. Khan.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Now we have a short video to be played. Without further ado, we introduce the newly elected Deputy Student Council.
Over to Muskan.
We move forward to the most awaited moment, the oath-taking ceremony, which would be administered by our dear principal, sir. I request the members of the Deputy Student Council to switch on their mics and cameras.
By the time children you get ready, it's a very special occasion, a very special moment where we get inducted certain qualities which will allow each one of us to lead the team ahead. And the oath is very special because you should be able to recollect it whenever the slightest ego passes through your mind. Ego is something which always harm a leader. Remember that always. Why should I? This thought should never come. Why shouldn't I should come first for any duty to be fulfilled and to lead the team. So I'll read the oath. After I speak I, you add your own name. You're aware of it. Lata ma'am might have instructed you and follow in the order what I speak.
Attention.
So I hope all of you are ready. Stretch your arms.
Attention.
Right arm.
Oath position,
Okay.
please. Yes, sir.
I
Balakanan,
do solemnly affirm that
do solemnly affirm that
I shall faithfully represent
faithfully represent
the interest
the interest
of the student body of FABS.
of the student body.
I will,
I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
uphold, promote, and support the goals
and support the goals
and objectives of the FABS Student Council.
and objectives of the same Student Council.
I will serve as
I will serve as
a positive role model,
a positive role model,
leader, and voice
and voice
for the student population.
for the student population.
I will strive to achieve
I will strive to achieve
high level of expectation
the high level of expectation
that goes along with being a student council officer of FABS.
being a student council.
Thank you, office bearers. Wish you all the best of luck and hearty congratulations too. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. The Student Council, being the voice of the students, has a very important role. Having taken the oath, we have utmost confidence that they will uphold their duties with integrity.
We now request the newly elected vice head boys and vice head girls to share a few words with us. Over to Debangan.
Thank you, Muskan. A very good morning to all present here. It is indeed a great honor and privilege that I, Arati Shashtaran Pisharidi of Class 11D, am chosen to be the vice head girl of a prestigious institution, FABS for the academic session 2020-21. I see this as an opportunity to inculcate values, discipline, harmony, compassion, and to lead by example. But how will I do it? Let me narrate a short story. In the 1980s, AIDS arrived in the world, introducing itself as a new frightening disease. On the 19th of April 1987, Princess Diana of Wales, one of the most esteemed and famous people in the world, opened the first unit
dedicated to treating people with HIV and AIDS. And during her visit, she shook the hands of patients without wearing gloves and changed people's perception of the disease forever. And this underlines the message that I want to convey. Lead by example, not by force. Now, I would like to express my sincere gratitude towards the enlightening visions of our school. Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, class coordinators, and all my teachers. And of course, to the thousands of students of this school who have put their faith and trust in me. To God Almighty, and last but not the least, my family. I promise to always uphold my duties and responsibilities with great diligence. Now let us take our school to greater heights of success because we will travel this road together and work in unison. Thank you. Now over to Debangan Mishra.
Thank you, Aarti. FAPES is not an institution nor a school, but it is a home to many gifted students. The teachers and the student body of FAPES is like a tight-knit family. It is truly all of our second home. I, Debangan Mishra, wish to thank my parents and my teachers of both my families for supporting and guiding me. Most importantly, I am grateful to the school and its mentors who have put their trust in me and have appointed me for this post of Vice Head Boy. And I sincerely hope that I will not fail their expectations and serve my duties well. As Henry Ford had said, if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. I am confident that we, the Council, along with the mutual cooperation of the student body, will fulfill our responsibilities and duties entrusted upon us. I wish to conclude my address by saying that a leader's only role is moderation and collection of ideas. But who gives these ideas? It is the team. I believe that our team will strive to achieve more while keeping in mind the values of self-satisfaction. Thank you, and over to Sanjana.
Thank you, Debangan. Good morning, respected Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, teachers, parents, and fellow students. My name is Sanjana Rabindranath, and I am the Vice Head Girl of the Deputy Student Council. I would like to start by thanking the teachers for entrusting me with this position. I also take this opportunity to thank the entire FAPES family for putting in their time and effort to make us feel just like we were attending school. Despite the limitations, we've had so many events, such as various competitions, the magazine release, Founders Day, and now even the Investiture. Special mention to the Children's Day Assembly, which truly touched the hearts of our students. All of this has motivated us to take up the responsibility and give back just as much as we've gotten this year. Over the 13 years I've been in this school, I've met several friends and teachers who've shaped me into who I am today. And it brings me great pride and joy to work alongside them for this year's council. This council is indeed going to be very different from the past, mainly because we cannot physically meet. But as we've all heard, teamwork makes the dream work. I believe an efficient team is much more than the summation of its members, but rather their product. So despite the constraints, I hope we can all come together to achieve amazing things this year as well. Louis Pasteur has rightly said, chance favors the prepared mind. Let us use our time at home to equip ourselves, make memories, and set the foundation for when we can finally meet face to face. Lastly, to my fellow council members, we have an immense responsibility in our hands, and I'm sure that we will all work hard to meet the high expectations that come along with it. Thank you. Over to Aris.
Thank you, Sanjana. Mother Teresa, the saint who cared for the poor and the destitute in the slums of Calcutta, once said, "You can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. Together, we can do great things." This message is the ideal framework for our student council. And if we put our minds together, we can tackle any issue and solve any problem. A very warm and hearty welcome to everyone. My name is Aris Ahmed, and it is a tremendous honor for me to accept my role as Student Council Vice Head Boy and to help carry our flag and lead our school to greater and higher places. I would firstly like to start my speech by commending Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, and our school coordinator, as well as the teachers who took part in the interview process and devoted their precious time in selecting the members of the Student Council. I would like to thank you for selecting me, and I promise that from day one, I will show nothing but hard work, leadership, and commitment towards resolving every task placed in front of me. As the vice head boy, I guarantee that the milestones that have been set by myself and the school will be accomplished, and cooperating with my fellow vice heads, I'm sure that the student council will represent the student population's hopes and aspirations completely. We shall work towards the fulfillment of our promises that got us our positions, and we pledge our full support to help those in need. We, the student body of FAPES DPS, have been formed during the most unprecedented and bizarre circumstances with the coming of online school, lockdowns, and a global pandemic. But our reaction to this situation will make this the most memorable year of all time. We must strengthen our optimism and hope for a better future, but at the same time, make use of all of our free time in the best way possible. This will be our direction in aspiring for a better tomorrow. It is now time for me to conclude my speech, but the time for speaking up for truth, change, and justice only ends when we choose to end it. We, as the student council members of the batch of 2020 to 2021, must prove that against all odds that we shall become the voice of change and the voice of hope for all to follow. Thank you, and I look forward to our time working with one another. Over to you, Muskan.
Thank you. We believe that the right position has been entrusted to you, and we hope that you work to the best of your abilities and abide by your duties.
We are honored to have our dear Vice Principal, Vinita ma'am, who has been supportive by encouraging us to reach new heights. I would like to take this opportunity to invite ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Geeta. Blessings and expressing thanks are two sides of the same coin. The more we receive them and convey, the greater is our strength to cross all hurdles and move forward as a team to have a better present and to carve a better tomorrow for ourselves as well as for others. Good morning, Principal Sir, Headmistresses, coordinators, dear parents, colleagues, and our dear students. November 2020. Today is 20th November. It's a landmark in the history of FAPES DPS as our Deputy Council has taken an oath in different capacities on a virtual platform with complete enthusiasm and full commitment to shoulder the responsibilities as dynamic leaders and take the school forward to reach greater heights. It is indeed a proud moment for each one of us today. Congratulations, dear children, parents, and our dear teachers. Thank you, Almighty, for making this possible to come together on such an auspicious day. We pray you continue to shower your blessings on us and keep all of us safe and protected. At the outset, we would like to extend our gratitude to our Principal Sir, Mr. Ravi Ionelli, under whose guidance and leadership we were able to have the Deputy Council team finalized. The significance of this function is greatly heightened for the batch of students as the first time in the history of FAPES, the badges have been pinned by our parents. FAPES fraternity would like to thank our parents immensely for this valuable gesture and they being with their wards on this auspicious day. I would also like to thank the selection committee headed by our principal, comprising of our headmistress, class coordinators of IGCSE, Ms. Rati, Mr. Ashok, class 11th class coordinator, Ms. Deepa, class 10th coordinator, our counselor, Ms. Sindhu, John, house wardens, music, art and dance department, activity in charges, head of departments, class teachers of class 10th and 11th who have helped in finalizing the deputy council body for this year. To get the students prepared for this virtual platform has been possible due to the consistent and untiring efforts of our PE HOD, Ms. Lata, and Mr. Sebastian. Thank you, Angelina ma'am, for getting the comparing team comprising of Geeta and Muskan rolling into action with perfection today. Mr. Muhib for getting Adnan, Alia, and Kumar prepared for the holy verses of Quran, the translation of the Quran, and Tahil Kuwait. I would also like to extend my thanks to Ms. Amita for the beautiful e-invites. Our head girls and head boys with their inspiring and promising words make us feel confident that they will soon roll into action to create a difference and think out of the box, as our principal sir has said. We once again thank everyone for their presence today. Have a wonderful day and hope we meet soon again. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Vinita ma'am. Now we will have the school song.
We all stand here together as one, as facts one big family. We trust in God to bless us all, to live in faith, peace, truth, and harmony. No matter whatsoever, religion or race, no matter how rich or poor. This is the day and now is the time to show respect to one and all. Service before self we symbolize, love and respect we realize. We are a flex family, hope to live as happy family. Let's lead a kindly life. Together, we'll always be together. Like flowers in the meadow, we'll grow and bloom together. Like colors of a rainbow, we'll paint this earth together. We are together.